We're going to go live in a second with everybody. Everybody saying L.A. Night. Yeah. But I'm going to wait for some folks to get in here. We got a lot to talk about. I haven't been here in a while. Huh? My face is fatter than usual. Is it because the camera's closer? I don't know. I always have to take inventory here. Talking Diamondbacks, Buck Showalter. What are we talking about today? We got a lot. We got a lot to get to. It's gonna be a big day here on the live stream. So if you're coming on in, just tell me who you are, why you are, and what you are. And I'm gonna start recording this bad guy. Let's see if I can get it to work on the first try. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I did. I got it to work on the first try. Hey! All right, so we're gonna let folks come on in, say who you are, where you're from, why are you here, what do you want to talk about. I'm going to talk Howard Stern. I'm gonna talk about baseball. I'm gonna talk music. I'm gonna talk about stuff that happened on the... We're gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. That's what the show's about. But I want you to tell me who you are and what's going on in the comments. And tell me what you want me to talk about or what you want to talk about, because you know what we do here? Hi, I'm Brad, your YouTube friend. And what I do here is I have some prepared material. I have a few statements I'd like to make. Hi, Cindy. You know what? We're going to start off right off the hopper. So I'm going to start at this point by looking at my phone to remember what the title of this show is. Looks like coming on a little later is a good idea. But here we go. Howard Stern to podcast? Artie Lange 2024? How is Stuttering John? Crazy cabbie stories, KC Armstrong stories, that's what we'll be doing here. Hello and welcome. I'm going to put on the glasses and say hello to everybody who's joined here live. If you're watching on tape, this was a live broadcast. I talked to the people. I have Lance already here. Sports Insider says let's go. Cindy in the room saying hello. It's KDST. Hello from Sweden. I've seen you here before. Artie Lange stuff. That's right. That's what we're going to talk. We're talking baseball too. Cardinals and Reds. This is going to be a pregame show. The Cardinals and Reds are about to start. I actually started live a little bit earlier than I expected to. But I was ready to get here to talk to you guys. I've been not feeling so great. You know what? I haven't been feeling great. I still don't feel so great. But I haven't talked to the people, and the people need me. And you know what they really need is Skinny Pop. Today's viewing will be brought to you by Skinny Pop. I might put this in the product lines. You know, Skinny Pop, only 100 calories. Only 100 calories in that bag of Skinny Pop. There's only 3 ingredients. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna eat. I bought a whole thing of these things. They're down here in my lair. Sparky's already barking. That's good. We've got 3 minutes in. Sparky's got the barking going. So hello, everybody. If you're coming on in, say hello. Tell me what you want to talk about. I'm going to talk about baseball and popcorn, maybe peanuts, but Skinny Pop. Hey, check out. I got products too that you can take a look at. You can go to my description, take a look at that stuff. But let's right off the hopper. What happened on this date? 1982. Fast Times at Ridgemont High was released. I just watched it again. It's funny. It's very funny. What a different time, though. It really takes place in a mall, and the mall is kind of dead. I listened to Bill Simmons, I believe, do a whole podcast. Do you ever listen to Bill Simmons? Does anyone do that? I enjoy the rewatchables sometimes. It depends on who his co-host is, but hi, Ian. Thank you for coming in. This is what happens, too. I get a little ADHD. I have put out some feelers, Ian, and I believe we're going to have some new interviews soon, so I don't like to tell you who they are. I've got Wendy. I want to mention that. I don't know if it's going to be an interview. I might just have her on live. But Wendy, the slow adult, is having computer issues, and she's trying to get people to help. Once she gets her computer issues figured out, she'll be on this program. Bigfoot is still not. I still haven't called Bigfoot. I have his number. So a lot of Wack Packers. I'm still not sure if I want to get crazy with the Wack Packers. But I have some name. Who did I just put on my list here? I just added. I'm glad you asked this. I want to see here. Who did I put on my list that I was interested in having on this program? Hold on, I have to go to my notes. Oh, so Iran is going to be, I think, on this show sooner than later. We've continued to have correspondence. God, what's his name? Riley? Riley. What was Riley's whole name? See, this is I've had this sinus thing, and it's completely taken my brain. But that's who I'm trying to get, Ian. So thank you for coming in. If you have any questions and you want to get in the chat, if you're watching live, that's what we do. I just start talking, and then if I see people saying stuff in the chat, I go and dip into the chat. I dip into the DMs, as the kids say. I'm gonna tell you about my last couple weeks. How about Stuttering John? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna ask Stuttering John. I don't know what is Stuttering John okay? Now he's been on this show before. Maybe I'll repost that so you guys don't have to go searching for that. That might be the next thing I do. I'll put out a newer version of the Stuttering John podcast where I interviewed him a couple years ago, and he wasn't out of control yet. You're welcome. Iran is awesome from Sweden, I'm told. What time is it in Sweden right now? How'd we do in the Olympics, Sweden? I didn't watch any Olympics. Not 1 minute. I watched 10 minutes of the USA-France gold medal basketball game. I did watch a little bit about that. And I don't even really like basketball. But I had no excitement about the Olympics at all. So did you watch it? And how did Sweden do? I don't know. So that's what we do here. People come on in and say hello, and you ask questions. I have some stuff prepared, and then I look back at the comments and see what's going on. Any Artie Lange news from Coffin Crew? I have not heard any. I don't know if you've been here before. Coffin, I believe I've seen you here before. We're working on getting Artie on the show. That's the goal. The last I heard was he was going to be making a comeback, and right around May, something was going to happen for him in May where he's going to be able to come back out, and it hasn't happened. So I'm hoping everything's okay. And I haven't really heard from anybody close to him since May. I did have some folks telling me some stuff, so hopefully we will. Did you hear? Hello, DW. Did I hear Mehmet on Summer School yesterday? No, I don't have Sirius right now, and I wouldn't listen to Summer School. Although I will say that Gary talking about Richard Christie joining the show, I thought that was really good. So sometimes I think the show's okay. I'm not a big Mehmet fan, and I'm not a big Rashan fan. I don't even know him. I really haven't listened to him, so I shouldn't say I'm not. But if you think I should hear it, tell me, how was it, DW? Was it entertaining? I saw the folks on Reddit talking about it. 2354, we placed 16th in table tennis. So it's almost midnight in Sweden. Congratulations on that table tennis. How would you do in breakdancing, Sweden? Was Sweden okay? Thank you, Coffin Crew. Hopefully so, exactly. Hello, Lance. Riley Martin. God damn. Okay, well, thank you for being here, Lance. I appreciate it. And to see that you're dealing with a driveway, I don't know what that means. Is John Hines still on? I think John is now like behind the scenes, right? Isn't he sort of not really, he doesn't do the wrap-up show at all, from what I know. I think he's like a manager or something. And then pops in. You guys tell me. Rashan, sorry. I don't know who he is. What did I call him? Rashad? Rashan? Rashan? How does he pronounce his name? I guess I should go listen. But again, thank you for coming in. If you're joining right now, I see a lot of folks in here. I started a little later. It seems like this time is working out for people, so I appreciate you coming in. And this is what we do. When we come on live, I just answer questions from the group here. Chris, hello. What is your favorite Stern personality interview? Mine is your KC interview. Oh, well, thank you very much. Who is my? I gotta say, I will say it was Crazy Cabbie in the both times. I was not a big Cabbie fan of, like, when he was on the show. I thought it was like quite an act. I really liked him, and I wanted him to do well, and I felt really bad for him, and I don't think he wanted people to feel bad for him, and I felt really bad. I really felt bad when he passed, and I will be. So if someone asked earlier, who am I trying to interview? I'll tell you this: I'm going to try to have his girlfriend on. Is my goal. I would love to talk to her about Cabbie. I think she would have some great stories. But Cabbie, I think, was my favorite. And I appreciate everybody who comes on here. I mean, we've had Ganji and Grillo, and I mean, all of them have been great. But I really got to enjoy. I enjoyed Cabbie a lot. He did love Pantera. I pronounced Rashan wrong. I talked about it. Rashan is horrible. Rasan. Okay, Rasan. I don't know. What do you think the reason that Stern doesn't endorse Trump? Are you serious, KDST? Because he's not in the Stern crowd anymore. Thank you, Coffin Crew, for the Cabbie. Was a good interview. I'm going to have to repost that again. maybe on an anniversary here. What was that, March? I think it was Easter. I think I was coming home from Easter when I heard about Cabbie passing. So that was sad. Look at me, I'm about to tear up right now talking about it. I enjoyed him. But thank you for coming on in. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, if you're just joining, come on into the comments, say hello, tell me what you're interested in hearing me talk about, what you want to talk about. That's what we do here. I just open up the floor. I have material ready to go at all times. Hey now, hello there. Have you had high pitched Mike on? No, I did request him. I talked, via email or whatever it was, and he politely declined. I asked him again, I think maybe 6 to 8 months ago, because he went on Cameo. I'm like, well, he's trying to get his name out there. Maybe he, but this was not a party for him. I want to do some more high pitched Mike. This is now a party. God, can you imagine if that was your voice at all times? Anyway. Dan Filato, Artie's old producer. Okay, you know what? I got to be honest. I didn't listen to much of Artie's show. I didn't like it. A lot of people told me that I should go back and take a thing, go back and listen. Dan Filato. If that's a real name, I'll try that. I don't know. Screw Cards, go Cubs, go Astros. Okay, whatever, Sean. It's fine. The Cardinals are not good. I have a stat that I'm going to tell you about the Cardinals here in a second. But there's so many people coming in. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Have you heard about this? The Stuttering John animal live scandal? Did he eat a pet or something? I don't know. You have to tell me. I have not. I know he's up to something. Teddy. I've looked for Teddy. God, if anyone knows where Teddy is, I would love to have him on. I've looked far and wide. Tim Sabian is a acquaintance of mine right now, I would say, and he doesn't know where Teddy is. I'd love to have Teddy on. High Pitch Mike is a great worker. He can work on 2 screens at once. I gotta figure out. Hi, Big Boss. I'm trying to figure out if I know that. Hello, Jake. Teddy was such a dirtbag. Liked and shared. Thank you, Jake. Oh, by the way, if you're here for the first time, if you look in the description or right there on the right side of the chat, I don't know how you do this while you're watching, but just the super chat, just click it. Boom. You can say, thanks, Brad. Thank you for coming on live and talking to us today and entertaining us today. So super chat, super thanks. Memberships all available here. I did Patreon. I'm still, dicking around with that too. But thank you, Jake, for liking and sharing. Delta, High Pitch Mike works for Delta. Hi, it's Bigfoot, Sean says. I gotta get Bigfoot on here, right? Do you think Alyssa Jordan would be a good interview? I don't know. And she beat up her boyfriend, right? Isn't that what happened? So is she in jail right now? I don't really know a lot about her. I know she's Benji's ex-girlfriend. Anyway, but I'll try. I'll give it a try. What do you guys think? Do you think I should try to get Alyssa Jordan on here? Why does Howard still do his show from home? He's afraid. Hello, Jason. Thank you for coming on in. He's afraid of COVID and germs. He's a germ guy. Coffin Crew. He had this dude Saul on his show who is allegedly involved in animal love, and Stuttering John is being accused as well on Twitter. It's hilarious. Okay, yeah, I mean that's Shuli's space. I let Shuli take the Stuttering John space, but I'll take a look and see what he's up to. Yeah, people kind of. She assaulted her simp. I love the word simp. It's really a good word. Never overused in my point. He is Howie Mandel, but Howie goes out. Howie's not. I don't know what the deal is. Why he doesn't go out. But again, this is what we do here live. If you're watching on tape, I just let you see what people are saying. I will come back and start doing these again once or twice a week. I had a little illness there. I wasn't feeling great. Did go to the Bush concert. My wife dragged me to the Bush concert. It was okay. I've been asked to go to Bush like 4 or 5 times, and I just never wanted to see them. Saw them Friday night in a 5,000 seat venue. I was okay with it. Got any thoughts on Bush? Saw Limp Bizkit this summer. Foo Fighters in Cincinnati. My wife got thrown up on there, so that was fun. I think that's the end of the concerts. Aerosmith was going to go. I spent a lot of money on the tickets, way too much. But my wife loves Aerosmith. Birthday presents, you're going to be right there on the stage. They canceled the whole tour. I wanted to see them, but I was kind of sad about that. I went to a Bush concert. It was funny because Pink was in town too. And my wife is pretty funny. She goes, some people like Pink, some people like Bush. I find that to be a funny line. That's why I married her. She's very funny like that. But Pink was here flying around. I didn't go to that one. I went to Bush. Going to an A's game when they come to Vegas. I would love to, alone. Are you the guy that wants to have me on your podcast, by the way? I still would do that. I love Vegas. I haven't been in a while, but I would like to go. Bush is awesome, and Bush is the greatest. Not a big Bush fan? Okay, I knew that's where this is going to go. Wasn't that the favorite, one of my favorite bits or games because of the jingle. It was shaved or unshaved. And they had the jingle and the jingle ladies, shaved or unshaved. And then Howard would talk over it. I like that bit. Gay Rich, thank you, DW. I have contacted or used the contact that I thought I had for Gay Rich, and I've asked over and over and have not heard from him. If you have a contact for him, I would love to talk to him, see what he's up to from the mid 90s when he was on Fred's lap during the bachelor party, so we could get that. The SHULI and John thing is such a waste of time. SHULI needs to change his direction. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'll be honest, I've always thought about changing my direction on this show. Because it is. I mean, what am I doing here? We're just talking about Stern stuff and things that happen. But I like it. I enjoy it. And people seem to enjoy it. And most importantly, makes a little money. That's what we're here to do, make a little money. Comments are coming in quick here. So I'm trying to see, would like to see Limp Bizkit, but not going to pay a dime towards Wacko. So Corey Feldman I did see, and it's just hilarious. I mean, he's just so delusional. He thinks people enjoy it. People are laughing at him. 20,000 people were laughing at him, not with him. Did I show? I'm going to show this. This is from the concert I went to. Let's see if I still have it. I should have it, but I might have deleted it. Oh shit! I think I may have deleted it. Why would I have done that? I'm going to show you the Corey Feldman stuff. Hold on, everybody. Give me a second. Then I'm going to come back to the comments. I showed this last time. I've got that shaved or unshaved song in my head now. You guys have that in your head? I do. All right. Come on. All right, change, whatever. Thanks. Just let me see my photos. Google. Oh, God, this is so annoying. Okay, whatever. Full access. Shut the hell up. Okay, where is that Corey Feldman performance? When was that? That's Foo Fighters. Here we go. I hear people laughing at him there. It's so simple. I gotta say, the song has really actually started to grow on me. By the way, who is that with the super chat? Super thanks. Thank you so much. Really appreciate when people come in with that. There's Florida Sal. Is that you, Florida Sal? Thank you so much. Let me go back through the comments now. So let me see if I've missed anything. But thank you, Florida Sal. I believe you've done this before. Ham Hands Bill. I mentioned this. I think I almost had him on. I was so close. He was very close to being a part of the show, and decided he didn't want to do it. Crazy Alice is someone I've tried. I don't know how to get a hold of her. If anyone knows how to get a hold of her, I would love to. Who dis? Hi, Fred. I want Crazy Alice on here. Jingle, yeah. Lenny Dykstra's name for his son. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got to get Lenny Dykstra on, I guess, huh? Listening since '83 in Brooklyn, says Orange Beard. Hello, welcome. You should have Corey on. And Feldman thinks the reason no one takes him serious is due to Howard. I saw that. He was on Howie Mandel and said that. I have asked Corey Feldman's people about having him on this program and have not. It was denied. Jenks is a scammer. Captain Jenks. I did ask Captain Jenks to be on, and he denied. I appreciate that you've asked about him. I wanted him to come. Just going through the comments. He's the comeback king. Yes. Howard Stern now woke. Pay for the cloud space. I know. I got to get the cloud space going there. Who is left on the Stern show? Well, Fred, Robin, Gary, Mehmet, a bunch of people I'm not real big fans of. Is Howard going to retire in December? I think he's got one more year on his contract, so I don't see him retiring. By the way, do you guys see Sirius is doing like an ad-free? I wonder if Howard's show is going to be part of that, although his show already has ads, so I'm sure that's... Anyway, ever want to dip your toe into the Dabbleverse? Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I let them do those things. Corey thinks it's so simple. All right, why do you think Fred did not go to Ronnie's wedding? Because I think Fred's kind of normal. Do you see Fred, by the way? I don't know if you guys saw this. He sold his Upper West Side apartment, seemingly, for $1.8 million. So good for Fred. I like Fred. He's been just sort of doing his thing all this time. Scores, man. Got a tattoo. Sal makes food on YouTube. I've seen that, yes. Jeff the Drunk is on TikTok doing. Yeah, Jeff the Drunk turned me down. I was trying to get Jeff on this program. Hard Howard retiring after his contract is up, and he's threatening to retire. Yeah, his contract is not up this year; it's up next year. So I would assume that's going to be it. By the way, so he's going to be on Smartless. Are we excited? Do we care? Do you think that's going to be any good? Will he hijack it? Like I listen to Smartless. Um, it's interesting that he's going to do a podcast. Like, why wouldn't he just have those guys on his show and then do it that way? So it's in. He must be getting paid very, very handsomely. Do I have a favorite roast? Was Artie roasted? Was he roasted on the show? I thought Artie's was good. Ralph's was funny. I mean, when you had Lampanelli. By the way, happy birthday, Bob Levy, yesterday. Bob Levy turned 62. You know we do birthdays on this show. I wanted to go back to my... This is good. We got a lot of people here, so let's just reset, refocus. This is the live stream. Thank you for coming. You can see that I just sort of let people talk about what they want to talk about, and then I try to come up with some material too. But super thanks, super chanks. I love the love. I love seeing the balloon of a heart going in the air. I love that Florida Sal came in and did a super thank and a super chat. Thank you so much. You can do that. Check out my description or just click the button right next to the comments. All right, let me go back here. Howard has been retiring since 1995. Let me make sure that I'm not missing anything. Look at all those hearts going. I love it. I would never have guessed Howard is going to be on Smartless. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, yes, when they did the Howard roast. How about the separation roast? That was probably the best one. Why he agreed to that. But Jackie was great. And Stuttering John was very funny on that one. Daniel Carver roast. I'm trying to think of all the roasts. By the way, I thought Bob Levy was pretty good at hosting those. I liked that SHULI was not so good on those roasts. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. This is what we do. We just talk about the show and see what's on your mind. I'm going to repost my Stuttering John interview. Is Beth still with Howard? Sounds like he is. I think they did it. So we never heard about this Italy trip, so I'm sure we're going to hear a ton about that over the next 4 or 5 weeks when he gets back. I'm thinking about re-upping for free, of course, the satellite, but we'll see. Thank you for all the comments, the thanks, the likes, the hearts. Love when those come through. Sal was great on the roast. I thought he was good too. Howard is the Gen Z Larry King final form. He does walk around kind of hunched over. And I saw Larry King at the Dodger game about 2 or 3 years before he died. And he's just a tiny little man. His pants were pulled all the way up here, and he was just kind of... And it's crazy because Larry looked pretty good when he was on TV, but needed some help when he was walking around. All right. Thank you, the comic who stole Bob Levy's public domain joke. Will you please have Daniel Carver on your show? He's alive. But Daniel Carver. I'll look him up. Is he easy to find? I'd like to. Thank you so much, the comic. I got to heart that. I missed it on the first one here, so I'm thanking you. Appreciate super chanks and super liked. Yo, it's Blind Mike checking in from Philly. Hello, Michael. Do you think that Richard and Sal are going to find something after Howard leaves? I think they will. I think Sal has a chance. They do this thing with Billy Miro. They go on the road, and I think there'll be more of that. It seems like there's a appetite for it. But Sal seems to do kind of his own thing with the cooking thing. Richard can drum. I mean, he could just jump into a band. So I think those guys are going to be okay. Like, I think they're actually talented for honest. Well, I don't know if Sal's so talented. I like Sal. I shouldn't say that. Daniel's on Facebook. All right, I'll look him up. Wake up, white people. That's my Daniel Carver. Yes, he's alive and well and will not use racial. Is that true? He won't. So now he's no longer. I don't believe that. Richard is a drum god. Chill. Did I say he was a drum god? I'm sorry. I bet they'll do a podcast. Richard still hasn't showered. I can see that. Thank you, everybody, coming in. I appreciate it if you're watching live. This seemed like a good time to be here. I'll do this more later in the day, seemingly. Wearing my diamond. We're going to talk baseball, maybe. We got a whole Stern crew here, so people coming in, thank you for that. Oh, by the way, Ralph is still dead. I saw that. Baba Booey roast is where Sal roasted Beth with the horse impression. That was a classic. That was amazing. That was pretty amazing that he did that and didn't get fired. No, he literally is a drum god. Okay, yeah. I mean, What Death? Wasn't that the band that he came from? I mean, Richard's talented, so I can only imagine the secrets Ralph took with him to the grave. Yeah, I've seen. I read that too. It's funny. Like, why did they run over Beth and Howard and run over to his apartment um, after he passed, like at 4 in the morning? What were they covering up? And why would they tell that story on the air? It makes no sense. Make sure you're liking. Just get this in the algorithm. Make sure you're commenting. I really enjoy this. Daniel versus Trick Daddy. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. I'm not going to read the Daniel Carver. I remember when they did the football pool and Daniel Carver, and he would pick he would pick teams because he like, I'm going to take the Falcons. I don't want to say it out loud, but it was funny. They were making fun of Daniel Carver. Right? Let's make sure we know that that's not right. You shouldn't do that. But Artie would start maybe kind of say this thing. It was funny. Thank you for the great memories. No, thank you. I appreciate you coming in. We're just talking about the fun times on the show. This is what we do here. We talk about the good days on the show. That's right. There was a chicken, and the chicken beat Artie, I believe. God, I heard that story about Norm and Artie betting and using the lightning points system for an over/under. I don't know if you guys heard that story. It's so great. So you bet the over/under, and then you can lightning each point like $1,000. So they bet the over on the Bulls and Jazz 1998 NBA Finals, and they lightninged. So like, let's say the over/under was 100 or 215 in an NBA game. And they're like, we'll take the over because the Bulls are scoring a bunch of points, and so every point over it. So if they if it was 216 over, it'd be like $1,000. If it was 217, anyway, it was the lowest scoring basketball game in NBA championship history. They lost like $100,000. Oh my God, I want to have Artie on to talk sports and gambling. That's really what I want to do. What about Elliot Offen? I don't have his information. I've tried, I've looked, so I would love to have Elliot on. Why is it on? You guys love the Wack Packers, huh? I can get Wack Packers. We can do that, but I'll look them up. Who's more racist, Sal or Daniel? What about the chicken? Get Daniel on Trick Daddy cooking show. What does that mean, Sean? Who suffered the most after being fired from the Stern Show? What does suffering mean? We can answer that question. Howard and the All Stars with Sal, Stuttering John on guitar. I'm just reading, just making sure I'm not missing any comments. Right. How's his nose doing? I think his nose is okay. Artie was strong armed by the Gambinos. I don't know about that. By the way, I've just started watching Sopranos again. God damn it, that's good television. It's hooked me again. I think this is gonna be my 4th or 5th round through it. I don't think I'm gonna stop. I started back in July, and now I'm in season 3. What a fucking show! It's so good. Tony's so great, and the family, Carmela. I love that show. Season 3. Elliot was the Bateman. Prove me wrong. Elliot was the Bateman. Hate Man. Okay, were you saying Hate Man? I remember Hate Man. We won't talk about what he said either. Grillo should have Elliot's info. I think I asked him one time for that. I don't think he gave it to me. Appreciate though the folks, if you've seen, have come in and give super thanks and super chats. I'm really appreciative of that. That's what helps kind of keep the channel going, helps me motivate myself to go get some more interviews. So thank you. Look in the description for other fun things. You can be members. You can see other interviews that I've done here on the show. I haven't been live in a while, so I appreciate people coming in. Has Howard done a tribute to Richard Simmons? If not, you think they will? They will definitely do a tribute to Richard Simmons. I think they were talking about him a bunch before they went on break, so I know they will talk about Richard Simmons passing. Also, his agent died, Don Buchwald, over this time. What was like another big one that we thought would be interesting? How about Groundhog Brothers? They still have, I don't even know who that is. Gabagoo. Yeah, I love it. I need that Gabagoo. Man, the Jesus Twins. So I knew Jesus Twins was going to come up, and I'm still in negotiations with one of the brothers. So the other one's passed, unfortunately. It's gotten radio silent lately, so I really, really want to have a Jesus Twin on the show. We will see what happens, but the offer is out there. I'll have a chubby pickle. Now, let's try those rum balls. I'm going to do all my Richard Simmons drops now. Sorry, I struggled, meaning couldn't get back on their feet financially. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen. I mean, it looks like everybody does pretty good when they leave. Yucko was funny. I've tried to get Yucko on. I was this close to having Yucko on. He's doing like real work on Netflix now. He's got an animated series, and he does the voice of that. Sausage. That's how I say sausage now because of Richard Simmons. I wanted the sausage. Oh man, those were good stuff. Gilbert was great. Yeah. Jesus Twins music wasn't. Are you sure, JT? I don't know about that. Thank you, man. What a good crew we have here today. Thank you all for coming in. We're just starting. We're just getting rolling here. This is our live stream, and if you're watching on tape, this is what we do live. So hopefully you come in and talk with us. I am. We're going to work on getting KC Armstrong on the show. That's why he's in the title. KC, I know, comes in and out of YouTube persecution, so we'll see if we can get him on. And Stuttering John, how is he? What's going on with him? I'm not in the Dabbleverse. George Takei went rogue. Oh, Florida Sal, you're the best. You are the best, my man. Everybody, see what Florida Sal's up to. The losers. So we had Howard as lead singer, Fred on guitar. We had Stuttering John on guitar for a while. We had Scott the Engineer as a drummer, and then he was kicked out. Robin was part of the losers when they went on the My Magic show. And then, did they have any ringers? Can't remember. Ubiquity. Feel My Ubiquity was the song that came on that the Jesus Twins did. Maybe they were ahead of their time, but I want to know, were they serious? Like, what was, it was the greatest, it was one of the greatest acts ever because you had no idea what they were up to. You couldn't figure out what the Jesus Twins, and then their manager, who I've asked for someone to give me that contact. I want to talk to Jonathan Mendelsohn. It's superfluous, Howard. This is all superfluous. I mean, that's the only reason I use the word superfluous is because of the Jonathan Mendelsohn. Funny how everyone on Stern said Yucko would not amount to anything with his cartoons. Look at him now. I agree. I love what he's done. Just looking at the comments here, those higher ups at Netflix must be classic Stern fans, or they don't know anything about it, and they're like, "What do we do?" John is lifting his mug up. It's a Tonight Show starring Jay Leno with Pamela Anderson, Nicolas Cage, music by Paul Simon. When they played those tapes, that was pretty great. That was me doing Stuttering John auditioning and then holding up the cup. Casey would be amazing. Scott the Engineer has said he just won't respond. I have his number, called him, texted him. I don't know why he did another podcast. I just don't know why he won't do this one. I bombard him on Twitter sometimes. Who's high pitch? You should do a StreamYard cast. Now, why do you want me to do a StreamYard cast? I have StreamYard. I've tried it before, and I didn't like it. So, Kid Blood 1, tell me why you want me to do a StreamYard. What would make that different than what I'm doing here today? You want to be part of this? You want me to bring people in? I mean, I could do that. I might need a producer for something like that. I tried it once. It was okay, but I get more viewers, I feel like, when I do it this way. But tell me why I should do that. Thank you for coming in. Classic emo rock. What is that? What is that in reference to? I'm not sure, but this is Kelly Clarkson. Who's high pitch? This is Kelly. I'm just reading the comments. Sorry. Was Gary really on trumpet for the losers? He was. That was Barry Williams when they did Rhythm of the Rhythm of the Night, and they had a steel drum. Howard played the steel drum. And they backed Barry Williams of the Brady Bunch, and that's one of my favorite. Compromisable. That's right, Jesus Twins. I heard one of the twins got shot in L.A. He did and passed. It was suicide by cop is how one of the Jesus Twins died. And so that's very sad. And like I said, I've talked to the brother, and hopefully he will come on here. I've told him that I'm interested in hearing the story in a very serious way, and he can get his message out and talk about his music. So we'll see. I'll keep trying it. What happened to Lisa G? She still does something. I think she's over there on some news channel. I've asked her to be on. She politely declined. Would have loved to have Lisa G on. Have you ever run into the Mad Russian in St. Louis? I have not run into the Mad Russian in St. Louis, but yes, the Mad Russian is from St. Louis. That was crazy when he showed up on Stern. Just looking here, Hurdy Gurdy Man. I can't remember who did what. Let's look. Let's see if we can find a retrospective on the losers, because that was one of my favorite bits that they did. I do think it was rigged every time. But let's take a look. Was Tina Yothers the first one? I'm going to Wikipedia. I'm going to Wikipedia here. The band has taken on celebrity bands in the past. The premise of the band is made up of non-musicians. Every time the losers battled a band, 3 judges were chosen by a third party, and they were in the record industry. All right, here we go. So the losers, the first one was Tina Yothers. They did Court of the Crimson King, and I don't remember that one. Tim Russ was the hurdy-gurdy man. I don't remember that. Doug Flutie, they did Bang a Gong. I loved Bang a Gong. I don't know if you guys remember when they did that. It sounded pretty good. Corey Feldman, they beat him with Spirit in the Sky, which was very funny. And then they beat Chris Jericho with Old Man, and I thought that was done well too by them. So they got better as they went along. I love that they beat Chris Jericho. I mean, Fozzie's he's probably sold 10 million records. I don't know how many records he sold. The Bang a Gong rehearsals. I think it was great to hear them do the rehearsals. The show was so much better back then. So maybe I'll take a look and see. I have all those tapes in my archives. Lisa G's on WOR News. That's right. Riley Martin. Going to try to get Iran on. How about Lieberman? Lieberman has politely declined 3 times. He's had 2 different jobs since he's gone on the news. Anyway, Steve Langford has been on the show, so you can take a look at my archives. Go into the description down there to look at my playlist, and you'll see the Steve Langford interview. He was great. His connection wasn't so great. But Lieberman said no. Wendy does streaming. I'm trying to get Wendy on, so if you've missed it, Wendy and I are in contact. I'm trying to get her just to come on here live with us together, and then we'll have Wendy come be part of this fun. But her computer's down. She doesn't have enough money for a new computer. So I thought let's see if I have that email. I told her I would tell people how to get a hold of her. Let's take a look here. Wendy Wack Pack. Wendy. Her Cash App is $catfun, CATFUN. Her PayPal is her email address. I don't know if I should give out her email address on this thing, so I'm not going to. But she needs a new laptop so people can get her a new PC. But here's me and Wendy having our, well, I don't want to give out her address there, but that's me and Wendy emailing back and forth. A career highlight, for real. Lieberman was on summer school today, Brad. Let me go back. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Langford was a great interview. I'd love to have him on again. He has declined to come back on. I'm not happy about that. I had a lot more to ask him. Dude, get out of the Howard Stern stuff. You're no good at it. Keep putting Artie Lange in your title. Okay, Sean. Thank you. Have you met I know that's a Riley Martin thing. I'm not going to read that. That's when the hurdy-gurdy man. Lieberman was on the summer school today. Okay. I don't have it. Don't be hating. Oh, GQ's in the house. That's my guy. Go if you're needing barbecue and you're in the Colorado area, head to GQ. My guy J-Bone over there will hook you up. He makes a damn fine brisket. What do you think of this, J-Bone? What do you think? Look at the people just keep coming in. They're just saying hello. This is what we're doing now. J-Bone's like he's also a confidant. I asked him, like, what should I be doing on my YouTube channel? That's what I do now. Gary the Conqueror. Yeah, I don't know if I want to get Gary on. He seems like he's having a rough time. She doesn't have money to get a new computer. What about Nikki Glazier? She is from St. Louis. She's almost too big. I mean, I haven't even asked, I don't think, but I think she thinks she's too big. And I gotta be honest, I'm not really a fan. But we'll see. She's been on the show a bunch, right? So John the Stutterer is always asked for. Yeah, no, Big Black. That's a good one. We're talking about the old school Big Black, right? Kind of the nerdy guy. I've wondered what he's up to, but I don't know how to get a hold of him. I don't even know what his name is. What am I, Google Big Black? Would that be strange, too, if I was doing that? Sour Shoes. Now, Sean, thank you. I have had contact with Sour Shoes. If you check, again, go back into my archives. Sour Shoes, I was calling and we're like going back and forth via text, and he was sending me voicemails. So those are funny. Couldn't really get a hold of him, though. Big Black went to Washington. No, he did not. I don't believe that for a second. Washington University in St. Louis. Maybe he did, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We got a great crew here. I appreciate everybody coming on in. Where is Opie? I don't know. I'd like to have him on, though. I think he'd be good, right? We speak your name. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I speak your name. I appreciate you coming in. This is what we do when we go live. I just take a look at what people are having to say. I did have stuff prepared, but guess what? I don't need to. I don't need to do any of it. You guys are filling up the space here. This is what I like, and this is what we do when we go live. If you're watching on tape, Washington U is like Phoenix U. No, it's not. Washington U is a top 20 school in the nation. Just ask the people that go there. They love it. Sad what the show's become. The new comedy is Kill Tony. You know, my stepson is upstairs and he loves that show. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Oh, look at this. May 10th. Big Black must have passed. This is Big Black's ex-wife. I'm heartbroken to tell you. We all miss him. Well, that's sad. So Big Black will not be part of this show. I did have Fred the Elephant Boy on before he passed. Sad to see him go. Dude, just do baseball. Everyone has had these lasers on. It's done. Over. All right, Sean, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Howard's daughter went to WashU. She did. I was always interested that I never saw Howard kind of running around St. Louis. I thought I would see that, but I wasn't really doing this. If that was still going on now, I'd be stalking for sure. Don't forget the super chat and super thanks. We've had, 3 of them come through today here during this program. I appreciate that. A little button right there next to the chat. You just click it, boop. And if you're kind of tied in there, you'll be thanking your fearless host here, wearing my Diamondbacks Buck Showalter jersey. We got some Diamondbacks on their way into the playoffs, possibly. Let's look at those wild card standings real quick before I get back to the comments. Cardinals are playing the Reds tonight, by the way. If the Cardinals lose tonight, they'll be at 500. They finished under 500 last year. This will be the first time since 1997 and 98 at the 120th game mark that they'd be under 500 or at 500 on this date, 120 games in. Cardinals are 2.5 out of the wild card. The Mets 1 game out. Arizona leads the wild card along with the Padres and the Braves. It's going to be a fight to the finish. Being a kid in the early 90s, the Channel 9 show was incredible. Connecticut School of Broadcasting. That's still around, isn't it? Is that where JD went? Astros and Cubs, Sean. What do we got? Cubs aren't doing anything. You see, Astros are making a move, but the Cubs ain't doing shit. I don't know why you keep talking about it. Where are the Astros? The Astros are in first place, huh? Yeah. Astros are playing some good baseball. They should. I mean, they cheat, right? They should be playing good baseball. That's what you do. You cheat and you're good, play good baseball. Like Barnholtz, big Stern fan, is on Celebrity Millionaire this week with Jimmy Kimmel hosting. Who is Ike Barnholt? I thought that was Celebrity Millionaire. That's what I saw the other night, and Rosie was on. I'm just reading the comments here. Sorry, wrong Big Black. He is still alive. Well, who's the other Big Black? Tell me. Thank you, Sean. I know people come here for all of it, Sean. Don't be hating, as my buddy J Bone says, who's in the chat saying hello. Astros banging the can. So what do we got tonight? We got the Nats and Orioles getting ready to play. No one cares about that. Cubs and Guardians. Cubs made a comeback last night. I was watching that game. You guys like Beth Mowins? You guys watch? I don't like her. She was doing the game on the Cubs, and I tried to flip it over to the radio side. Couldn't listen to it. They were down by 5, made it 8-8, and then lost it and lost 9-8. Mariners are out playing the Tigers, Cardinals, and Reds. We got Fetty and Green. I met Hunter Green this week. I worked some MLB baseball on Friday in Milwaukee, and I got to say hello to Hunter Green and Jackson Churio. I was around them for a little bit. And Ellie De La Cruz. I got to hang out with all those guys, and then I think I'll be doing that again tomorrow. Dodgers Brewers going on. I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm going to go to that game. Should I do a live stream from Miller Park tomorrow? It's not even called Miller Park. But we had Shohei and Mookie hitting back-to-back homers. 2017, 2018, I was on the air every week. I call in regular when Hillary Clinton was on the show. All right, Johnny. Big Black from Rob and Big MTV. Cheat or not, you still have to hit. LOL. Yeah, that's true, Adam. De Leon. Jose De Leon was one of my favorite pitchers. Ike Barnholtz. I've never heard of this person. I would have heard from Gunk if Big Black died. Radio Gunk. Are they still doing their thing over there? They got really pissy with me. I didn't know them. I didn't know what they did. I think they thought I was trying to hit on their business. I didn't. This is what I do. I do what I do. You do what you do. Best podcast by a former Show member. I don't think there is one right now. I'm not hating, Brad. I like you. The Stern shit sucks. It's over, John. It's over. It's over. We'll talk baseball. I got my baseball cards here. Let's see who's the first guy that comes out of here. Bill Campbell. You know what I miss? I miss these mustaches and fros. But they're back. They're back. I like to just see what I got in the baseball card. Oh, we got the Penguin. This is 1986 Flair. Who had the 86 Flairs? I like Fleers. I like them. I like these baseball cards. And I just have them here just in case we get bored. I got my Skinny Pop popcorn here. I'm gonna have some popcorn right here on the air. You know, I don't think it's good to eat while doing the show. Ruben Sierra batting stance. Who's that, Ron say? Oh, good for you. Good for you. Skinny Pop. I gotta put this in the comments. You can buy it right here on my channel if you're watching on tape. Nice jersey. I'm near Buckeye, Arizona. Hello there. Yeah, this is the first year. This is a Buck Showalter signature. I think my uncle got it for me. And he was the manager of that team. He wasn't there long though, was he? How many years was he there? 2 years? Did Brenly take over and then they won the World Series in 2001? Just making sure. Thank you for the likes and the love. Brad, do you miss Old Busch Stadium? I do. It was my favorite place to ever be. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing's like that. Andre Dawson. I don't know why we're talking about Andre Dawson, but I can talk about Andre. Arm, aka The Deepening, is doing a show called Lotus Stern Announce. Who is that? Who is that, Jose? I'm just reading the comments again. 0.0. Isn't Mike Barnacle a journalist and commentator from Morning Joe? There are some crazy comments. I'm just trying to follow along now. Sometimes it's hard. Where's your mustache and fro? I know, I used to have one. I liked when the Clydesdales balloon knot. Hot, wet, bitches. You guys go to my channel and see this Vince Coleman interview I did? I think if you like baseball, go look at that Vince Coleman interview. You know, he threw fireworks at some kids. He talks about it in the interview with me. And that was fun. You know, I like doing this baseball card. What else we got in here? What? Oh, look at this guy. Oh, I like the highlights version. My mom got these. I'm like, this isn't that the real series. I don't want the damn highlights version of the Donruss. Jack Morris did throw a no-hitter on opening day in 1986. Have you ever been to the Bowling Hall of Fame in St. Louis? I have. I don't even know if it's there anymore. I think it moved. You're doing good work out there, says Chess Player 123. I appreciate that so much. Skinny Pop, 0.0 calories. That's right, folks, 0. And look at that. Look at that ingredients. Where are the ingredients? Nothing in there. Popcorn. And I'm trying to watch my sodium right now. Huh? Because I got high blood pressure from doing all this Stern talk. 0 sodium. 0.0. That's not true. There's 50 milligrams of sodium, but 0 cholesterol. Let's all get healthy together, huh? Go to JQ and get some of that barbecue. Is there a version of Brambles in Forest Park? I don't know what Brambles is. I don't think so. Let me make sure I haven't missed any calls. Sal Stockbroker lives around the block from me. He gave me the backdoor number to call in. Nice, Johnny. That's cool. What is that number? Give it out here, Johnny. Tell us. We want to call in. Never thought Basil D and Howard would collide in 2024. Australian breakdancer rules. I like the breakdancing in the Olympics. Are you a fan of the Lou City Connect jerseys? Your powder blues were solid. Yeah, they're okay. They're kind of safe. Baseball, yeah. I always wanted to go there, Brad. Heard the fans in the ballpark are a great experience. Yeah, it's okay. You know, I'm a Cardinal fan, but Cardinal fans are a little excited, like too excited to be calling themselves the best fans in baseball. Like they really wear that on their chest. Oh, we're the best. We're gonna clap for everybody. Every fucking player that leaves here, they give a standing ovation. Even Dylan Carlson got one. I'm sorry, he was no good, and they gave him a standing ovation. Did I show you this thing a couple years ago? It's my 1993 scorecard there. Cardinals on 11 with Joe Buck, his first year, Al Raboski, and it was filled out there by Grandpa Straubinger. Yeah, Ullman, sorry, I shouldn't get that right. And there's that lineup. I can't see it. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, I just kind of dig through here and see what... Oh, yeah. Got this, too. My Carrot Top. I always keep this here for motivation, you know? Where was Instant Replay in 1985? Where was it? I don't know. And then I showed this the last time. I like to make sure. I was on the flight when the Cardinals went to the White House. And I did some production work. And here's the food they were serving on that flight. And I kept that. I thought people might be interested to see. I think I had the beef papillon. Anyway. Thank you for your call, Swap Talk. Just looking at the comments, doesn't Joe have an HBO show? He used to, no longer. Absolutely not best fans in baseball. Cards fuck. Oh, come on now, Sean, stop it. Howard in baseball. That's what we do here on this show. We go back and forth between the baseball. That's why I wear the jersey and talk Stern. And then anybody watching the Mets? I love the Mets. They're playing the A's tonight. Cardinals are getting ready to kick off right now. I'm gonna have to get off here so I can go watch that big game. Who do we got in the World Series? Like, there's no one really. You know what I really like? I like that the Dodgers might get caught by the Padres or the Diamondbacks. Could you imagine if the Dodgers have to play in a wild card series? They just never get it right. They spend all this money. They still don't have pitching. I don't even know how it's possible. Have a Mark McGwire. I have a Mark McGwire signed pick. How much for it? You know, I have one too. I'm gonna walk you over there right now and show it to you. So I don't need one. Let's take a look at the wall of shame. Where is the McGwire? Oh, here it is. There it is. There's Big Mac. There's Big Mac. What else we got over here? We got Brett Hall. This is the wall of fame here. And we got Roddy Piper. Well, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Dan Musial. I think everyone in St. Louis has that on here. Here's Bob Costas. I got this one back in 1993, I think, or 94. He says, "See you in the booth someday." And I still do. I still do see Bob in the booth. And we'll go through some more of my autographs some other time. I like to walk around, see what's going on. We're having fun today. Okay, let me get back to the comments here. Sorry. Thank you, J-Bone. Glad you're here. Glad this could make your drive home better. Recording cassette tapes of the best will never happen in his lifetime. Recording cassette tapes of best of will never happen in his lifetime. Astros World Series, okay. Mets, oh my God. Nimmo due to break out. No, he's not. Nimmo's never breaking out. He's always the same guy. I like Nimmo. I love the Mets. You have the same pick, Sean? Yeah, I mean, there's probably... And he's giant. That's right. He's juiced AF right there. I have Sosa when he was when he was black. That's funny. Sweet stuff. What's your address? Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, Tiny Bob. He's whatever. So we're live. We did this. Where are we at? We're about 50 minutes in. This is a great day. I'm still hanging in here with you guys. If you have anything else you'd like to ask. Again, the super thanks and super chats. We've had people come in and press the button right next to the chat there. It's real simple. Appreciate folks that do that. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Dr. No Marge Shot. Yeah, I talked about that last time. Did you remember Billy West doing his Marge Shot impression? I can't even do it because it's just so vile. I mean, it's not vile, it's hilarious, but I think I'd get canceled from wherever I work if I did that here on this. Hey, Richard, this is your dad. What's the name of the horse? Or what's the name of the damn? Yeah, we had a calf. Another one. Who's high pitch? This is Kelly Clarkson. I like doing the voices. That's kind of my thing. I like doing the voices. Again, keep thanking, putting the thumbs up in there, putting the hearts in the comments there. I really talk to you later, bub. Let me see if I had any material that I wanted to make sure I got to. I mean, this has been great. We've had a good day. I had some birthdays, and this is a good day to do them. Let me just do it real quick. Tony Cloninger hit 2 grand slams in one game. It's his birthday. He passed. Danny Bonaducci's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Danny. Yeah, I met him in L.A. A strange fellow. Fred is a god. Can I tell you my favorite Matt Damon story for a minute? Richard crying over King of the Hill and plane, trains, and automobile scenes. Yes, very funny. Today's birthday is Tom Niedenfuhr. Cardinal... well, I mean, he's a Cardinal icon because Ozzie hit the home run off him, and then Jack Clark the next day hit a home run off him, and then he became a Cardinal in 1990. I can't imagine what it was like putting on that uniform. Poopgate, will Chiefs three-peat? I might go to a Chiefs game. Should I go to I have to go do some stuff in Kansas City at the beginning of September on a Friday, and the Chiefs and Ravens play on Thursday. First game of the whole season. Do I want to go? I can't give my money to the NFL. I can't stand the NFL. But I like the Chiefs. Maybe I'll see Richard there. Anyway, it's Niedenfuhr's birthday. Jay Buhner's birthday. Happy birthday to him. Mark Lemke and Shane Corson. Any Blues fans out there? Shane Corson traded here. Anyway, where are we going? Joe Perry, not from Aerosmith. I got to tell my favorite Joe Perry story in a little bit. He's an English snooker player. Happy birthday to him. You catch any Battlehawks games? I did. I love them. I love the feel. I love the vibe. I love that the fans are just out of control, drunk and lubed up. I love what we've done there. I hope it stays. I'd take an NFL team for sure, of course, but I hate the NFL. I think, like I've always said, you'll see. You watch. You come back here in 10 years, 4 to 5 cities will have lost their teams. They want to get their teams in Mexico and London. They don't give a shit about Jacksonville and Detroit. Jay Buhner, League City, Texas legend, met him, blah, blah, blah. Jets this year? I know nothing about the Jets. Who's the quarterback? Zach Wilson, right? And he's not the quarterback anymore. Texas, look at everybody coming in with their NFL takes. Shit, I guess I got to talk NFL on this thing. No, so the lawsuit with the NFL's big ticket YouTube ripoff, they canceled it. Some judge came in and said, no, we're throwing this out. 500 million or billion lawsuit, and they just threw it out. The NFL is mafioso. Aaron Rodgers is the Jets quarterback. That's right. He didn't play last year, though. He was busy doing conspiracy theories and the Pat McAfee show. Yeah, that lawsuit has been thrown out, so no one's getting any money, and they never were going to. The NFL is way too strong. Corey Patterson, former Cardinals, birthday today, too. He came over in the biggest trade that helped the Cardinals win the 2011 World Series. The Cardinals traded Colby Rasmus to Toronto with somebody else. I can't remember who. And we got back Mark Zepchinski, Octavio Dotel, Corey Patterson, and Edwin Jackson. Won the World Series that year. Jackie Martling visited my brother when he was in hospice at 9/11 cop. Jackie is salt of the earth, nice fella. And he's been on this program. I'm trying to get him back on here. Give Rodney a chance. Give Rodney a chance. What am 3 + 2? 6. Give Rodney a chance. I love it. How about them Cowboys? I've interviewed Jerry Jones. You guys see that? He was on the show. Jerry Jones. Not this show, but I had interviewed him way back in the day. And just a filthy, rich, slick, oily son of a bitch. We love St. Louis. We love that St. Louis has football, and I grew up in Missouri. Son of a bitch. We've gone almost an hour, and we've got many more folks here. I can go, if you want to, keep throwing stuff in the chat. Hit that super chat and super thanks button right there next to the comments. Tick, click it. We've had, 3 people do that today? Thank you so much to you that did that. We've got memberships. You can check out the description, what's going on. This is what we do. We go live and just talk shit. And I have material prepared. I eat popcorn. We talk about the Skinny Pop. I'm going to put this in the comments or in the tape show because I want people to buy Skinny Pop. I want people to know when you need a snack and you want to eat light, it's Skinny Pop. Oh, tell them to him. Who's good in the NFL this year, right? Who, the Chiefs? I don't even know. Bills, the same 4 shitheads. Right? Who's the NFC? Who's good in the NFC? Eagles? The Eagles gonna be any good? I don't know. Lions? Oh, Lions are good. Yeah. Who they got? Jared Goff? No. Jared Goff? Yeah. Yeah, I can root for the Lions. They were entertaining. It kind of fell off last year, right? But then they started like 8-1, and then they weren't so good. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see if I'm right about this. Even though I don't watch the NFL as much as I used to, I still feel like I'm right about that. What would you do? Yeah, I was supposed to go work some Lions football this week too, or this month, but I didn't. I didn't do it. Sparky's upstairs barking. Where is the 2023 Lions? I was right. They won. They beat the Chiefs in Game 1 on Thursday night. Lost to Seattle and then won their next 4. Well, they were really good till the end there. I love when I'm right. You know how good that feels when you're right. All right, guys. Well, I've done an hour. I've really enjoyed this. I know we've still got a lot of people here, and it's been great having you all here. I may try to come back on this week. I wasn't feeling so well start the day, but this has made my day. People coming in here being very generous with their money and their time. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I thank J-Bone for coming in. He's one of my best friends, one of my favorite people, and he loved this. As long as I know someone who loves it, that makes me happy. My Aunt Cindy's here. Got family and friends. Got a little popcorn. What's for dinner? Great question. I think it's Chick-fil-A. I think we're having Chick-fil-A again. You know, we got stuff going on. It's hard to make dinner, so and I'm not allowed to cook in the house, which is fine. I don't care to. I would grill if I was asked to, but I don't. I used to. It's fun. Here's Fred with the plugs. Jackie's, Joke Hunt. Catch Bob Levy at Clement. I don't know though. All right, well, I'm gonna take off, guys. Thank you for coming in. We'll do this again. Make sure you put on your notifications. I always schedule these out so I don't just pop in here. I put this one out about 5 hours earlier. So subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for hitting the like button. Hit the like button one more time just so we see a bunch of likes come through. Give some hearts in the air. Put some hearts getting going in here because I'm gonna say goodbye. We'll do this again. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I had a great time. I didn't have to go to any of my material. I worked an hour on just researching stuff. I'll have that for next time. But what I have to say is bye for now.